Jersey Crypto here. So, 1inch put their front end, and I quote, they said, taking the leap into decentralizing our front end as a DEX is only to empower our users in having, in experiencing decentralization. I think that is a huge step, especially 1inch. If you don't know about 1inch, 1inch is one of the bigger decentralized exchanges. Now, until they took this leap onto homescreen, that statement is basically saying two things. One thing, we're becoming decentralized as a whole because now our front end is decentralized. In order the front end to be decentralized, it needs to be on a decentralized network. It has to have decentralized servers. And the only one offering this, because Siacoin is the front end, is the back end, and is the middle end, if there's a middle end. I'm not a developer, but of the decentralized internet. They are all of it. Now, the big thing about this is only the beginning. And it's a great start. I mean, there are other protocols with their front ends on Siacoin's home screen. I'm going to say Siacoin's home screen, because Skynet is Siacoin's as well. It's being stored all on Siacoin. Now, the other thing is, too, I think their approach with Skynet, being that it's like the one thing to direct people towards for the decentralized internet that's all stored onto Siacoin's cloud, they're actually going to step back. This is their practice has never changed. It's incredible. So David Vorick wants there to be more portals that are just as noticed as Skynet. Skynet's not going away. It's just going to take a step back and join the rest of the portals and have just as much publicity as the rest of the portals onto the decentralized internet as Skynet. I mean, the work is just like the ethics behind it, and like the devotion to decentralization over everything is so incredible. It's inspiring, to say the least. And I think in times like these, we need to be inspired, because the market's down and I'm sick and tired. Like, when the market's in the red, it's so nice to see positive news that literally, like, this is the type of news that doesn't pump a coin, but it just shows that there's real progress happening on the back end and the front end with home screen. So, I mean, you got to get on the Discord. You got to get on Skynet's Discord. I'm just an observer. Every once in a while, I'll throw in some entertainment. When I feel like it's appropriate. You know what I mean? But I'm really just there to see what they're saying. It's kind of nice to like watch a language that I don't understand, which is development of these protocols and the work on the blockchain, because you learn so much, because you literally, like, compared to them, you know nothing. You know what I mean? Like, we think we know, and this goes for all non-developers and people that are just looking into this stuff as far as an investment opportunity. Like, we are separating ourselves by basically looking at crypto and the blockchain technology as just an investment, we are detaching ourselves from the reality of it and the overall potential. So I'm actually, pretty much when I get into these forums and on Discord and I spend more time in there than looking at prices, one, I do that anyway. You feel so much better, and it kind of like separates you from caring too much about the price. When you see so much work happening, I mean, for my own business, you know what I mean? Like, I can easily judge my business by how productive and how much work is happening in a day. Every day. So, the finances, the this, the that, like, leave that to the people that are supposed to do that stuff. And your motivation is the work. You know what I mean? Like, Skynet and Siacoin are, to me, the hardest working, and they don't need a pat on the back. Like, all David Vork's tweets, none of them are to gain attention or praise for nothing. You know what I mean? Like, he's literally just working and, like, spitting off at the top of his head about the stuff that he's, like, really focused on. Like, you could just tell he's just, like, everything that comes to his mind, all the stuff that it motivates him, he's just throwing out there, and if people take it, they take it. Obviously, he wants you to relate. Right now, I'm speaking for him, but again, like, someone's got to. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that I'm right, just because I like being right. But I'm giving him this pat. I'm giving him the pat on the back. The guy that doesn't ask for the pat on the back needs the pat on the back the most. You know what I'm saying? And not because he wants it, because he deserves it. Yeah, you got it. Like, it's crazy. Like, there is big people in crypto. And if you decipher who those big people are, then you can really become successful in the space. You know what I mean? And not even just with, obviously, if you leave it at just being an investor, then that's fine. I'm trying to work myself in a little bit more than that, because it's so early on and I have the time to, take in order to, like, I don't have a lot of time, but I literally use every ounce of my waking hours. I use every ounce of me being up to progress and, like, value. I'm trying to really apply value to every single hour of my day. You know what I mean? So either way, that's just how I am. So I'm working my way in. I'm trying to figure it out. I have enough drive, and I hope that someone watching this can relate to it. And please reach out, because I want to be part of the blockchain. I want to be part of the maybe not the development, but, like, either promoting it or like helping with communication. Like, it's so inspiring to me to be watching something grow from its infancy. You know what I mean? And there's ups and downs, and when you judge it based on just price, obviously it just looks like a mess. You know what I mean? Like, but when you judge it from the amount of work that's being put in, like the amount of actual man hours, woman hours, whatever else, then you start to really appreciate it more than just a price. I can relate to hard work. You know what I mean? I can relate to hard work. What I can't relate to is easy money. I can't relate to it. You know what I mean? Like, even though I see my portfolio doing really well, like, it's hard to believe, like, not believe, like, obviously I believe it, but it's hard to relate to that. It's not something that I've been exposed to prior to this. So, you know, it's going to take probably 10 years to realize the benefits of my actions. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of us are in that place. You know, so I obviously I trailed off a little bit. This is a Siacoin, but it's not trailing off. Like, this is what drives Skynet and Siacoin. You know, the devotion, the need for working hard towards something real. So that's all I gotta say, guys. 1 inch hopped onto homescreen because homescreen is the decentralized front end for all of cryptocurrency, for all the DEXs, for all the DeFi, for everything. So one by one, let them hop on and create a real decentralized market and real decentralized development, front end and back end. That's where the opportunity is. And guess who's giving you the opportunity? Siacoin, David Vorick, all the developers surrounded by him that he spread his ideology onto. He's a powerful person in the fact that he has such devotion that it's attractive. It's attractive. You know, the devotion itself. David Vorick, he's probably a good-looking guy. I don't know. But the devotion is very attractive. You know, and that's something to take into consideration. Guys, Jersey Crypto out.